In chapter 20 of the book of Matthew, Jesus makes 4 important statements. He imparts the parable about the workers in the vineyard. He predicts his own death for a 3rd time. He replies to a mother's request, and he restores sight to 2 blind men. I shall concentrate on the miracle of the 2 blind men as told in verses 29 through 34. That Jesus restored sight to the blind men is one of many proofs of his divinity, but this is not what I find intriguing about this event. What focuses my attention is the reaction of the crowd following Jesus when he stops to heal the blind men. In the words of Matthew, the crowd rebuked them, that is, the blind men, and told them to be quiet. In other words, the crowd scolds the blind men for having drawn Jesus' attention away from them, his followers. In effect, the members of the crowd believe that they have an exclusive right to Jesus' attention and resent the intrusion of the 2 blind men. This rebuke foreshadows disputes that have plagued Christianity for centuries, namely the question of which denomination has an exclusive right to Jesus. That is to say, which denomination has claim to Jesus' teachings and has the right to tell other denominations to keep quiet. In essence, this boils down to the false question of who owns Jesus. In past ages, actual wars were fought over this question. Thankfully, violence among fellow Christians is now a thing of the past. However, there is sometimes a sense of smugness and superiority in belonging to one's own denomination. The antidote to this sentiment comes when we pray as a congregation for the unity of all God's people. Let us respect the various streams of Christianity as they call out to Jesus, just as the 2 blind men did nearly 2,000 years ago.